Welcome back in, guys. Trey Lowell here with Lowell Productions, and the microphone that I have in front of me today is the Movo UM700 USB mic, coming in just under $100. If you're in the market for a podcasting mic in 2020, stay tuned. Now, just under $100, this is a viable option for, I think, many people out there that want to start a podcast. Now, this $100 microphone paired up with your laptop is going to be a simple solution to get a podcast product. Now, as we start at the front of the mic, we're going to see a mute button. Now, that's going to be a nice feature because some of my other podcast mics do not necessarily have that. And as we kind of make our way down further on the microphone, we also have the luxury of a headphone input, which is going to allow you to hear your own audio, and also an audio knob on the front end that will then allow you to adjust the headphone volume. That's going to be great for monitoring yourself in regards to, are you popping, are you kind of peaking, you name it. It will give you the chance to at least hear your own audio. And so as we make our way down the back of the Movo microphone, we're going to have two awesome little knobs here. One is going to be the gain, and the one below that is going to actually be 4 different audio patterns that you can use to record in different audio forms. Now, this is kind of a unique thing. I've never really seen it on any of my podcasting microphones, and it's 4 options in regards to a stereo pattern, a cardio pattern, an omnidirectional pattern, and a bidirectional pattern. So rather than spending all of our time here in the kitchen in what I would consider an echoey environment, let's take this Movo microphone into several different scenarios and situations and hear how that audio sounds. So maybe you want to do a podcast outside? Here's what it would sound like. We are just sitting outside. We have a pool right off screen. As you guys are aware, recording directly into the MacBook Pro, and really interested to see how this audio would sound if you were interested in doing a podcast outside. Podcast in car, take 2. So maybe you even want to get extra silly and you want to do a podcast in your car. This is what it would sound like. Mic check 2, mic check 1, 2. We are live in the car. Hopefully the GH5 right outside the car is picking us up. But this is what it would sound like if you wanted to go the car podcast niche. Okay, overall thoughts and conclusion on the Movo UM700 USB podcasting mic. Now, I know it seems weird to actually be outside doing these tests, but it really gives you an understanding of how a podcast mic like this can perform. Now, what I have found over kind of using this over the past few days is that as far as the gain goes, I tend to like to have the gain about halfway up just to get enough of a punchiness so that I'm not having to boost it too much in post-production. Also, it means that right out of the box, it's a usable audio solution for many of you guys that most likely won't be able to adjust the audio too much. Now, other items or kind of features that I really enjoyed was the fact that it did have the 4 different modes. I didn't experiment with it too much, but I found that it's definitely something that is an extra added bonus compared to microphones like my Rode podcasting mic, which actually doesn't have any ability to change the gain or change the kind of audio pattern. Now, downfalls to this microphone that I've kind of come across, and really there's just only one, would be the fact that the microphone head jack, from my experience so far, it's not that I'm not receiving audio, and I do have the ability to kind of boost it up and down. It's just that I'm really not able to hear it that clearly. I can hear myself, but I'm really not able to kind of overpower the headphone volume with actually my volume coming out of my mouth. One other thing that I would actually advise in regards to this microphone would be getting somewhat of a wind muff or a filter. I did notice that I was picking up some of the popping P's, things of that nature, and the only reason that I don't really prefer picking up that kind of audio is just that it does tend to peak. Now, that being said, overall thoughts, 2 thumbs up, $100, rockin' and rollin', let's go. And a mic stand, and pretty much all the features that you need to get a podcast rolling.